beloved family, Morty. They're a national treasure, and you killed them.
Number 10. Marge's road rage. As Homer's long-suffering wife, Marge has been the voice of reason in the show. When she does go bonkers, however, it is in truly spectacular fashion. In this episode, Homer buys a Canyon Arrow, but quickly gives it to Marge when he finds out it's supposedly a model for women.
Where's your keys? I'm taking your car to work.
You cashed in your 401k to buy that stupid Canyon Arrow. Why can't you drive it?
What follows is a mild housewife turning into a road rage monster as Marge beeps her way through traffic.
Try the gas pedal, Grandma. It's right there, next to the brake. Oh, for God's sake, go back to New Jersey.
Marge's Canyon Arrow rage was so refreshingly unexpected, it even returned in the video game, The Simpsons Hit and Run. Rage against the machine, Marge. Not in it.
Get out of the way! Oh, God, no!
Number 9. When Homer gets a movie made about him. Homer's crimes and misdemeanors rarely get the attention of the authorities, but in this episode, at least one gets the Hollywood treatment.
Men, set your guns on kill. We're going after Homer Simpson.
When Homer starts pirating movies, he gets caught by the FBI, only to have his charges dismissed by Hollywood executives with an eye of opportunity.
These people hate my dad. How can they want to make a movie about him?
Hollywood may be run by big corporations trying to squash people, but they make movies about people standing up to big corporations trying to squash them and winning.
Homer's story is made into a film with Homer as the protagonist. Homer, a hero? It's less likely than you think.
But then when times seemed darkest, she was there. She gave me the strength and courage to fight for what I believe in.
On behalf of Hollywood, we're dropping all charges.
There have been plot twists less shocking than this development. A clever homage to a 1971 anti-capitalist book, this gag definitely needs more love. Number 8. Flanders punches Homer. Honestly, we're surprised it even took him this long. Flanders, one of the mildest and Christian of the Simpsons' neighbors, is mostly cheerfully oblivious to Homer's obvious dislike for him.
Hello, police. I'd like to report a buzzkill in progress.
There's no emergency here, and please charge us for the false report.
But when Homer and Ned's parents get stoned, well, that is one crossed line too many. Flanders finally decking it to Homer is as satisfying as it is shocking. Homer's response? I didn't know you were left-handed. The show's penchant for disarmingly clever and well-set-up gags is definitely its forte.
I can't believe you struck my husband.
Marge, I've been racked with guilt and pain. My mustache fell out. This is a clip-on. Sorry, Homer.
And of course, even the most mild-tempered of characters have their limits. Number 7. Martin Prince's unexpected home life. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's hard to be a student in elementary school at, well, any era. It's even harder when you're an undercover agent and the only one in the division who can pass as 10.
Till the morrow, chums!
It turns out our princely Martin Prince is actually Reggie, a beer-guzzling middle-aged man with a wife and kids. Reggie's time-consuming job makes him leave poor Doreen with the kids for hours at a time.
Why don't you quit? Always with the quitting this one. I can't do that, Doreen! The police department needs someone inside the school!
What more does she want from him? Fortunately, or unfortunately, this sequence was a product of anti-capitalist hackers. It's a twist within a twist, and typically Simpsons.
I'm doing good, aren't I? You are, Reg. You're a great role model for your kids.
Number 6. Homer strangles his father. The cycle of abuse is real, most of the time. In this episode, we learn that Homer's violent tendency in strangling Bart has an origin story.
Wait, hold on a moment. You were strangling your son?
Yeah, strangling. I mean, it's not the only tool in my parenting toolbox, but it's the sharpest.
Unsurprisingly, it begins in a flashback to Homer's childhood, with Abe Simpson reprimanding his son for his poor grades.
Look at these grades. They're a disgrace. No TV for a week.
But just when we expect a "why you little" from the geezer, it is Homer who strangles his father. Perhaps this twist is not the most psychologically true to life, but it is something way better. Hilarious.
So, are those butter cookies for everybody, or...
Why don't we stop there for today?
Subverting expectations is the golden rule of comedy, and The Simpsons has it down to a fine science. Number 5. Rick and Morty couch gag. The couch gag never wears us out with its infinite variety, does it? For a lot of fans, some couch gags are better than whole episodes and even whole seasons of the show.
Oh my God, Morty, what did you do? You killed the Simpsons, Morty!
No, I didn't mean to.
Go.
But sometimes the show begins with a couch gag so intricate it must be studied. In this science-focused episode, the couch gag cleverly showcases Rick and Morty's comic hijinks as they try to save and clone the splattered Simpsons family.
I want you to take that vial of Simpsons goo and this picture to this address. They'll make us new Simpsons. You understand me, Morty?
Me? What are you gonna do?
Morty, I gotta clean this place up before somebody comes snooping around. You know how many characters there are in The Simpsons, Morty?
This 2-minute gag with both an A and B plot ends with a meta quip by Bart.
No more guest animators, man.
It's an unexpected but refreshing change. Number 4. Maggie shoots Mr. Burns. It was a case that captured the imaginations of an entire nation, at least at the water cooler. Who shot Mr. Burns?
Well, I couldn't possibly solve this mystery. Can you?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I mean, it's my job, right?
It's clever homage to a similar Dallas whodunit. Red herrings and genuinely shocking twists make this two-parter one of the best and most memorable episodes. In true Simpsons fashion, the shooter was the least expected and most outrageously hilarious choice possible.
The one who shot me was... Maggie Simpson!
While Mr. Burns tries to steal candy from this baby, his gun falls into Maggie's tiny hands and discharges. Lesson learned: babies can be dangerous.
Officer, arrest the baby!
Yeah, right, Pops. No jury in the world's gonna convict a baby. Maybe Texas.
The Simpsons refuses to do the expected, to glorious comic results. Number 3. Bart prank calls Jack Bauer. Bart's punny prank calls to Moe and others are among the show's cheekiest gags. Just ask Huge Ass.
I'm Huge Ass.
Telephone.
Hello, this is Huge Ass.
Hi.
Who's this?
Bart Simpson?
What can I do for you, Bart?
Look, I'll level with you, mister. This is a crank call that sort of backfired, and I'd like to bail out right now.
All right. Better luck next time.
But Bart's pranks backfiring on him has a comic excellence all of its own. When he accidentally calls Jack Bauer and says he is Ahmed a duty, it isn't long before Bauer seeks payback for the annoyance.
I'm Jack Bauer. Who the hell are you?
Me? I'm Ahmed a duty.
Chloe, find out all you can about I Made a Duty. Does anyone there know I Made a Duty?
He has Bart arrested for his prank at the end of the episode, deploying a whole SWAT team. A spoof of the popular show 24, this acclaimed episode shows that even Bart's most harmless pranks can have consequences.
I pulled every single field agent off all other cases to track you down and bring you to justice. It was a tough decision, but I think I made the right call. It's okay, that was Shelbyville.
Number 2. Homer becomes smart. Homer's too dumb to function antics have been a staple of his character for decades. So, of course, The Simpsons would develop an appropriately hilarious origin story for it.
Man, is he dumb. Where do they get these subjects?
He's a little too well fed to be a wino. Hey, what's that?
It turns out that Homer stuck a crayon up his nose in his younger years, accidentally lodging it in his cranium. When the crayon is removed, Homer's IQ and personality changes overnight.
Who's up for a trip to the library tomorrow? Notice I no longer say library or tamari.
I'd love to go to the library with you.
It's a date.
Seeing a smart Homer veers on the uncanny valley. Of course, this smarter version doesn't last long. Soon Moe operates on Homer again, this time pushing the crayon back into his brain.
Dad, how could you? We were connecting in such a meaningful way.
We were what?
But it is certainly a refreshing change from the doling dolts we know and love. Number 1. The death of Frank Grimes. Honestly, we're surprised Homer only incurred one notable enemy through all his time on the show.
I'm not your buddy, Simpson. I don't like you. In fact, I hate you. Stay the hell away from me. Because from now on, we're enemies.
Okay. Do I have to do anything?
Homer's lack of intelligence, violent tendencies, and increasingly outrageous adventures that never face consequences is par for the course for a cartoon character. But living in a world where Homer Simpson exists is enough to make anyone mad.
I'm saying you're what's wrong with America, Simpson. You coast through life, you do as little as possible, and you leech off decent, hard-working people like me. If you lived in any other country in the world, you'd have starved to death long ago.
He's got you there, Dad.
Frank Grimes is the latest victim of Homer's plot armor in this famous meta episode, increasingly enraged by Homer's breezing through life. Mocking Homer's cartoonish immunity from consequence, Grimes gets electrocuted and suddenly dies.
Frank Grimes, or Grimy as he liked to be called, taught us that a man can triumph over adversity.
At times, shocking, dark, and blackly hilarious, the show shows it's not afraid to poke fun at its own absurdity. Which surprising gag had you sprawled out on the sundial with your fingers pointing to W and S? Let us know in the comments below.
With your last ounce of strength, you pointed to W and S. Or, from your point of view, M and S. Maggie Simpson.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.